Last year was like a very rough year for the entire world.
Yeah, it
Yep.
was. Like,
Honestly, like, okay, I think this whole COVID thing started March 2020. Okay,
Yeah.
well, in Ghana, that is. But, like, oh gosh, it was terrible. My part was like the worst because at that point I was doing my national service and things. And I imagine how working in a hospital and then this whole COVID thing had. I was scared.
like during the COVID time, you were working in the hospital. Wow, girl, you should have told me now. I was like, I want to have come close to you last year because
At first, I was very confused. I was like, so am I supposed to say social distancing? So it's like I need to walk away from people. I should like get closer to people. I can't hug. I can't do anything. What exactly is this COVID?
But like COVID is one thing that I was really scared of last year. Like it's one thing. See, if COVID was supposed to be a person, like it would be the richest influencer
Yeah.
in the whole world because
It had a lot of influence on us.
COVID actually shut down the whole world. Everybody was on lockdown. You're not doing anything. You're just sitting at home. It's depressing.
It
I
was.
think it really affected a lot of things. Economy, our lives, education, finances, everything just went down.
Anyways, it was nice for those that are introverted. Those
Actually, no.
introverts.
No, please.
It was nice.
No, see, the things are seeing people every single day.
In your
Like in your space now. We don't want that.
Wow.
Like, see, we like to be indoors,
Uh-huh.
but then
Don't
please
be
don't come
there.
to be.
Just
Don't be
be
with us.
in
Just be away
But
from
you
us.
guys love being indoors. That's just actually the main thing. But anyways.
Alone indoors to get our thoughts and everything. That's
So you
what I'm
like
doing.
being alone indoors?
You know what? Hold on. So, guys, let's just introduce ourselves. This is Let's Talk About It, where we talk about anything and everything. And I'm with,
Gifts.
Flora.
and I'm Tosin, and let's just dive deep into today's topic. And we'll be talking about, as we started earlier, COVID, everything, how it affected us, the relationships, the economy, everything from top to down.
Yo.
So let's just, how did it affect you, Flora?
Honestly, let me talk more on the educational side because like we started this online thing and can I just say
This girl really
online
likes
is
book.
not
Oh, no.
The online
It's
is not.
new.
It
It's
actually helped a
new.
lot of people. To be very frank, like
How?
if someone like me, if I get the pack to just
Yeah,
be doing
someone like her.
online
Wait.
classes every time, it would be nice because I don't get to see my lecturer one on one. Like
no, I like
But then that's one of the
that.
problems that
It
a lot of
wasn't
people
helping.
had.
Imagine doing something
No,
like
it's
math
actually-
online.
okay, yeah, that was the disadvantage for it. But
Because I was like, how am I going to differentiate and integrate and do all this stuff?
do you like paying
online?
transport every day to school?
Okay, see,
Aside that,
I
Yeah,
believe
I don't
that
like
it
doing
has the downside, but then I think, I didn't really enjoy this COVID and the online exams at all. Because I think some of us, we learn best with other people,
around
like
you.
around us. Then the
I
fact
can
that we're
ask you what
social
did you
distancing
do,
and
yeah.
all,
Anyways,
it wasn't really.
throughout the whole lockdown, the only thing I missed was my friends. There was
Yeah,
no
you
going
missed me.
out. I didn't miss you.
I'm
To be very
sorry.
honest, I didn't miss
I'm,
you.
I'm sorry. I'm
No
sorry.
No hard
I'm
feelings
sorry.
though, but I didn't miss you. It's a fact.
Yeah.
If I had missed you, I'd have called you, but I didn't call you.
Wow.
And
Are you sure you didn't
miss
call me?
Did
Gifts.
I?
Yeah.
So, like, how COVID had affected our educational system was severe. It wasn't severe, it was severe.
It was massive.
You're in
crazy.
school, and all of a sudden, guys, please go back
It's
home.
like, pack your things.
No, do you
We
know
are
the
going
most
to be
annoying
studying from
part?
home.
I just came back to school, and I think I came back late. I came back to school in February. It was not up to a month, and it's like everybody go home. I'm like, what's happening? I've been at home. You can't just send me
it
back
was,
like that.
it
It was really massive.
It was nice for me because I don't like school, but then at the same time,
The motivation we have in life, people. The
no,
motivation we have in
I didn't know because I don't like school. That don't mean I would not study.
Wow.
See, just
Wow.
that don't mean I,
See,
so during
you
the
don't
online,
like school, you will not study. It's a
Ah.
fact.
it's okay.
See, you're just doing it to fulfill the fact that your parents are not wasting money.
COVID, yes.
Yes, that's the
COVID
thing.
really helped like a lot of lazy students
Students.
that were not
No.
alive. But for me, I like to take my books seriously.
Wow, shackles.
You inspire me.
Don't feel yourself. Do not.
But like it really hit hard because I remember when we were doing online and sometimes the time was not convenient for me.
For
Maybe
you,
that's
yeah.
the time I want to eat. And then what have like lectures and stuff, and I'm like, well, like at this time, what? I remember we had one lecture that was supposed to have a 5 and run through 9.
Wow.
I left it and went
4
to
hours.
Yes.
Wow.
Why don't we have a class from 5 to 9?
That's my problem. The online lectures run through, and we're not following timetables.
Yeah, I think that's the
That's
problem
thing
with
the
some of these
online.
online
Yes.
lectures.
It was like they were now taking advantage of the fact that now we're having you online, and it's our time. So you've got us to come all the way to campus to come teach you guys online.
I think one of the major challenges that we had with online lecture in Africa, I can say, not necessarily Africa, I think this cuts across everywhere, the motivation to study.
Honestly.
Yeah.
The motivation wasn't
It
there
was really
at all.
bad.
So
There was a video I saw a certain time that someone did, was like during the COVID time when everybody's on lockdown, your normal class lecture is you sleep. When you pick up your laptop, you turn it on, and it's like you're learning. And I'm like,
Right.
you're not brushing your teeth, you're not taking your bath, and you're
That's
just
true.
learning.
Try. I remember my auntie was like, this online lectures is really doing you justice. You're not even trying. Slippers, pajamas.
Miss,
I didn't comb my hair. I was just
You're just you. As normal,
bruh.
Flora.
Oh.
So how we know that online learning is not a new thing, like in US, Europe, it's not really new. But
But it
then
was
in
kind of
Africa, it's not all
something
that
in
new. It's
Africa.
not all that new, but then it wasn't like as
Effectively
Used.
yes. But now all of a sudden, everyone just had to
Adapt.
jump
Adapt
into
to
it,
that.
and it was kind of
It's
rushed.
terrible because imagine how my sister back then was in junior high school, and how many junior high school students have smartphones,
Yeah.
or laptops, or live in houses that have those devices. So it was really not the
So
best
it's
for us.
not. Then the textbooks. You see, I think I was reading an article and it says that in 2009, in is it California or Florida, they made a law that all their textbooks should be digital. They should digitalize everything,
God, that
like
would be
before
really nice.
2020. So it's not as if like they
They were
saw the
using
future
it
and then they
as,
just
you know,
prepared for it.
adapted
But
to
They,
everything.
they were seeing into
the future, yeah, and then now. But then you see, so they were. We can say they were prepared for
Yeah,
it. So
they
even if there was no, it
adjusted
was not
well
like
to the
it was just
environment.
you know.
A shock to
Yeah, a
everyone.
shock to
I
them.
think Africa should adapt to that thing because most of us we
Yes, the
feel
thing.
encouraged using our phones to do everything. To be very frank, if I pick a book, I'll sleep.
Yeah, but
It's a
if
normal
the
thing.
book is on
Well,
your phone,
Every student does that. If you
Yes.
pick a book, you just have to sleep. Why am I picking a
no,
book?
it's just
Why am I
all the
picking a
places,
book?
Like what's going on? But
I
like,
think-
if you have it on your phone or something digital, you can learn even better.
Yeah.
I guess.
But
I
you know,
think
another
so.
thing about this COVID-19, it made a lot of people become very emotional. Like a lot of people went into their shell. A lot of people now became very depressed.
Yeah. Okay. You had see the things that you had a lot of time to be with your thoughts.
Yeah.
And some
Yeah.
people's mind, please,
Oh,
no, we don't want to
it's
go
like
there.
a place-
It's,
So they had
it's
a
a
lot
walking
of
machine
time.
over and over and over
no, you do
again.
not need to be in there all the time.
So I think it got a lot of people depressed. A lot of people had anxiety.
For me, I got
and
depressed during
all.
the COVID-19 because I didn't understand why. It's like I'm not doing anything.
Was I
I'm
depressed?
just there, and I had to start thinking of things like
I was bored. I wasn't depressed.
I was
like, what
lonely.
am
I was
doing?
depressed. It was
I was
really
You
lonely.
should have gotten married.
Yeah.
Oh, people
Ah,
are getting
a lot of
married.
people got married.
Because they got
COVID.
married doesn't mean that I'm to get married,
nah,
please. No, no.
please,
That was
Your
that
mates are
time.
getting married. What are you
Please,
waiting
please,
for?
no, let's come. Let's
Let's
take our
calm
time.
down,
Let's
but-
take our time. Money is calling our name. That's why I'm in
Money.
school to make
Exactly, the
money.
that they were saving,
To make money
see,
first.
with COVID, people got married on like rampant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
You
was.
don't have the numbers of people to cater for.
Yeah.
The wedding dress, you can buy like the best wedding dress. Take pictures in your sitting room. You don't need to go for any venue. Like things were
So
just
will you
working.
will you
Honestly,
It's really
I was
nice.
about to get
It-
married,
it's-
COVID,
it's-
like,
it's
struck,
really
like,
nice,
what?
though.
And then,
wow, when you want
I
to
think-
get married,
you see,
not from
The first, I think the first like, is it 3-4 months? It was a bit like strict, so like nobody was doing anything.
Yeah.
So I think when they now reduced, when they now became relaxed with the
Relaxed, yeah.
rules and everything, that's when people just realized that I can't now. This loneliness is not for me. Something else can happen, and then I would not have anyone to like
People
hold
were
me at
getting
night. So that's what
married
people said
anyhow.
that
babies
get
were just
married,
popping
get
out
married.
from different
See,
angles.
this year is the year of babies. I
Wow.
say it.
Oh.
This year is the year of babies, COVID babies. I'm going to call them COVID
Why are you
babies.
calling them COVID babies?
Because
it
it's
was made
happened during.
COVID.
that doesn't mean the COVID should be attached to their name. They are babies.
Unfortunately,
not COVID babies.
COVID-19 why is COVID started in 2019?
I mean, it's
Because
so
it started
young,
in
it's causing a lot of
2019.
Yeah, so now they give birth to them during that period. So that's
So-
why attaching COVID.
So so are you trying to say when the babies grow, you still call them COVID babies? Okay, imagine they gave birth to you. They've already given birth to you. Imagine they gave birth to you during COVID. When you grow up, they'll call you COVID
Well,
Aaron.
it's also the thousands babies. Those born in 2000, 1,000 babies.
1,000 babies, really.
Wait, I'm actually offended. Now, why am I in 2000?
Sorry.
Thank you.
You're a COVID
Wow.
baby as well. But just,
baby.
okay. But when you think about it, though, on a serious note, economically, it hit Africa hard because
Yeah.
we're not prepared. One.
At all.
It really saddens me how, okay, fine, we knew COVID was around, but I think in our minds we thought it's never going to come to Africa.
It's ignorance. That's
It's
one
not
thing.
our fault. Seriously, really, it's not our fault because with what we heard in the media, it was like Asia, Europe, US. So we felt like,
Like
sorry
the
to say,
really
the
cold
white
regions.
man area
Well, you
and
know,
cold
that's the
regions. So
thing.
we
That's,
didn't really.
that's the problem I have with Africans. You hear it's outside the white. Obviously, you know it will still get to you.
See,
Whether you like it or not.
That's the thing
it's
I
not our
think,
fault,
yeah.
actually. Please don't blame us. It's not our
No,
fault.
see, the thing,
See.
I'm not
It's the
blaming
kind
us,
of
but
research
the whole
that
thing
came
is
up
it's
with
just
it.
ignorance.
No,
It's
I think
ignorance that
people-
was killing all of us.
No,
COVID
I think
struck-
ignorance and the media.
Yeah. When COVID struck, people were like, "No, Africa is too hot. COVID can't stand. You know, it's affecting like really
Yeah.
the cold regions and all that kind of stuff." So I was thinking, if it comes, it would like last for a short while.
Wow, yeah.
It hit here, and even at that, we didn't really take it seriously because we didn't really have like health-wise the facilities.
So it's
put
to
in
help
place
throughout,
and-
yeah,
Ventilators
now
and all
I had
that.
to- the ventilator-
Yeah.
Oh
Oh.
my goodness.
I heard a lot of countries were like asking foreigners like
Yeah.
to donating ventilators
Because-
for them.
Wow,
Yeah.
really?
It was a
serious.
struggle. There are times where ventilators will break down, and at some point I got frustrated because the engineers that we have to work on these machines were not enough. Not a lot of us that passed out came back
Not
to
to
Dubai.
Dubai.
then.
Oh,
Yeah.
Everyone else went elsewhere. So who's supposed to work on these kind of stuff?
My father.
So COVID really came and it stressed us, and at that point we just passed out of uni. So some of us had not really had that hands-on training
Yeah.
with these machines. I would go down and look at the ventilator and I'm like, God, what am I going to do with this? And we had to work on it. And sometimes working on it, the parts are not even sold here in Ghana.
Ghana, yeah.
You now
That's
have
the
to
most
ship
annoying
them in.
part.
COVID really was causing a lot of problems.
Do you know the most annoying part about this whole COVID thing? Yeah, you get to prevent yourself, go through the measures of
Yeah.
prevention and everything, but the most annoying part is wearing that face mask. Like,
Especially for people with glasses, e.g.
no hard feelings, no
Well,
babe.
thank you very much.
when you have to your glasses and the mask and
really
then the
annoying.
nah,
It
I
really
see
messed
to you guys like
At the point I stopped wearing glasses. I don't want to wear
I felt
again.
cool briefly.
How?
felt
Felt
cool
like, you know,
with like fog in your
astronauts
glasses.
have these big goggles and then they wear all that.
How were you able to breathe?
Wow,
I
Flora.
sound cool.
You don't sound
Wow.
cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You look very funny and shady in that thing.
But it was okay. Yeah, it is true because okay, I can see not too well, but I don't really need it as much. But imagine my sisters really can't see without glasses, so for them to
Wow.
wear a mask.
Bitch me. She
And
was
then-
really
I'm sorry for laughing about that.
She was really
Wear a
lying.
mask and then have the glasses
It's
on.
over.
My sister always complains that her glasses fog up. And I was like, it's so sad because you can't take it off either.
Yeah.
You're thinking if someone coughs right now, I'm just going to catch it. And
Yeah, it's really that part
It's
was
made
really
everyone
annoying. Like one that got me
paranoid.
pissed was, you know, when someone sneezes and you tell the person bless you.
no
But
blessings
during the
in there.
COVID time, it's like
Just
no,
please
yeah,
no,
but no one is
no.
blessing
Look
you.
your
They're
side.
running away and you're like,
She's like,
what did I do? It's just sneezing.
Yeah, I remember I was going to work and this woman coughed. Just like, hey, what's the matter? I was like, come and
It
speak
just
now.
made people paranoid. I think I got sick during that period, and I was so scared that it was gonna be COVID.
You got sick.
Yeah, I actually got sick during that
Thank God
period.
you were in- and you were-
no,
No,
I was,
you
I
were
was
here.
here. I was at
Oh
home. I was
my
at home.
God.
But then I was so scared. It was really severe. I went to the hospital, but then it wasn't COVID. It was like, something I had in the past that came back. But then, like, just to relieve that it was not COVID. So if they told me that it was something else, like if I was dying from cancer, it was not COVID, I would have been happy.
But this
As far as it's not
Had
COVID,
done.
Yeah.
like, it just
Had
messed up
come
my
in
mind.
and made everyone forget about the other
that,
disease
yeah.
or other illnesses. I mean, tuberculosis is still there. It's also a respiratory infection. How come COVID came in and then you guys all
Just
forgot
took
that?
over.
About it.
But you know what interesting thing? You know, TB is even more dangerous than
COVID?
COVID is because COVID, fine, you can get a cure from it or not.
The doctor in the house is talking.
With TB, you can literally be coughing out blood and all that kind of stuff. And I was sitting there, I was thinking, we don't wear masks for TB, so what's going on with this whole COVID thing? You see, 'cause I sat there and I was thinking,
mystery.
I need to use my medicine for like a lot of research because there's certain things we don't really understand about COVID. Yeah, and it's a virus, yet you can treat it.
But you know, the most annoying part is once you get a little fever, they call it COVID. You go to the hospital to run tests.
No one wants to
They are
take chances.
Yeah, you're not taking chances, but at
See,
least find out what's wrong.
They were
first
similar.
before you go into conclusion.
They were. I get what you mean, but they were similar. Do you know that the symptoms are similar? So no one just wants to. Okay, it's fever. Let me come. Then something happens, and oh, I have COVID now. Nah, people were scared. No, people were scared. I understand. It's not their fault. You understand? They were scared. So you can't really blame them fully now. You really, yeah.
Obviously, it has to bring fear. How can one thing? It's one.
No,
it's small.
Oh, guys, I was 19.
Like, it just
I'm older
shut
than
down
it.
the whole world.
Flora, the next time you say this thing is 19 years old because it has COVID-19 in it, I'll kick you out.
But it is. It is.
But honestly, it makes me sad. Just imagine how homes with a lot of violence had to suffer.
Suffer.
Yeah, I think
it's true.
reports came up that like the rate of domestic violence at
Increased.
home during like that 2020, like the lockdown period really is increased.
Yeah.
There are a lot of children, a lot of women, a lot of boys, a lot of men that were
That
actually
suffering
battling.
from domestic violence.
Like, it was really
It
bad.
was terrible.
Yeah, and like
Because I think, okay, having known that we've come to school, people actually take school as like a place of refuge.
yes.
Because you
Yeah.
be in the house and you think, oh my gosh, I'm going to school away from my mom, away from my dad, or I'm going to work away from my husband, away from my wife, and then
Wow.
you go there and they go,
For better,
everybody
for
stay
worse.
in your house. Lockdown.
I see the way she said it.
I'm pretty sure you were in traffic and you're like, oh my god.
Like the thought of staying 247 with this person, like why?
At
Do you
that
know,
point, it
apart from
wasn't-
that, the COVID actually helped a lot of people show their true selves. Because, comparing when you talk about the whole domestic violence thing, a lot of women didn't really know their husband, the men at that point. So it's like every little thing gets the man upset, and he has the right to hit you. Like, it was just.
Wow.
They just,
So it's
It was
really-
just
yeah,
like,
I'm
it was
pretty sure
really
the
bad.
women were like, I never saw
So this part in you, yes,
Huh,
exactly.
really? I mean, COVID made people like their cells come out.
Yeah.
And then it brought families, okay, more to the positive, it brought families together. Because
Brought
I
families
know
together.
in my house, everyone's busy doing everything. When lockdown came, we all had to be forced to sit in one sitting room together
Wow.
to watch movies together. At first,
Oh,
it
that
was
must have been
quite
nice.
awkward.
How
It was
did you
very
feel like?
awkward.
Imagine, no, it's to me like no, it's
It was
very awkward.
because
I can't imagine. I
how-
want to watch a different program and you want to watch a different program,
No,
but
we
we're
had-
forced to
we
watch
had
one
to
thing.
set like days where we were like, okay, today is like family time. We're all going to watch one movie. But you know, in our modern setting nowadays, families do not bond as in the olden
Oh,
times.
yeah.
They sit by a fire and tell stories. But me, it was like we're all watching a movie and then someone's on their phone. And I was like, guys, come on, let's just have bonding time. That's where I got to know. Okay, maybe my sister's favorite color is black. Oh, I like purple. Oh, my mom doesn't like.
So you
purple.
never knew your sister's
We
favorite
don't-
color.
Okay, I knew, but like the bonding,
Okay.
Yeah.
the bonding aspect like started. Now started living together as a family. Now that's when family started growing. That's like the positive side to COVID. But on the negatives, the beatings, the insults, the fed up. At some point, my sister was like,
So there's another
I
positive
hope you
though.
didn't kill her.
"Oh no."
Okay. No, it's Flora. It's Floje. It's Flora.
Thought she threw someone out the window.
Yeah, I know, right? I can't imagine how that
That
boy.
was-
I can't imagine how that boy is feeling right now.
Very motivated. Like
Oh,
pushed
God.
literally in life. Yeah,
No, but I think another thing is, as I said earlier on, the marriages. Like people found, I think I have two friends that actually found love during this COVID
Wow,
period.
I'm shocked you didn't find love during COVID period.
They found love in a hopeless place.
Gift. I said two friends. We're not talking about me here. We're not talking about me here. Please, let's not. We don't bring personal issues
No.
on air, okay?
Sorry.
Okay, all right,
Sorry.
back.
No
after
problem.
this, then we'll talk about that,
Okay,
okay?
okay.
Thank
No
you very
problem.
much.
Yeah.
So as I was saying, so like I had two friends. They actually found love, and really, like, COVID really made them. And it was in school, so like they couldn't go anywhere. Foreigners in a foreign land, they couldn't go back because the
everything foreign.
wow. So the borders were closed, and they couldn't. Wow, gift.
No, I'm
Gift.
just
Gift. What's going on?
sorry.
What's going on?
COVID made her very touchy.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it
Actually,
didn't.
no, she actually said
not
it
go
that
there.
COVID made people emotional.
Very.
Oh my
And we are
God.
seeing
I
it.
give up.
We are seeing it
I
now.
give up.
Okay, but then I think there were like lots of positive sides to the
Yeah.
COVID, the family, the friends, the restored relationships. But then the social life of some people went down.
Yeah.
The spiritual
me, I
life of
became-
some
I
people
became
went
boring.
down.
Yeah, let's talk about the
Let's talk about even before we talk about spiritual, then finances. A lot of people didn't have food
it
to
was-
eat.
yeah.
It was very hard, honestly.
And I heard some countries they were giving, like some countries were able to give
Yeah, they were giving
palliatives to other people.
out.
Like outside, definitely they're more developed. So they were giving. I heard Canada was giving about 2,500 to the citizens per month. In
is
Africa,
going to send
we
you
tried
out.
though. We tried. We gave some gave food, although some were storing the food. I don't know for who, but then I think they really they tried to do their best.
Yeah.
But then a lot of families were suffering.
They were suffering.
I
That's
think some
really
people
bad. You know, I
some people
think-
use school to like, okay, they can eat in school or like free
Yes,
lunch,
yes,
free
yes,
this
yes,
thing.
yes.
So the parents don't really consider that. But then when you're at home, the things are you're not doing anything.
I
So
really
2-4-7, there's nothing for you to do. You're bored. There's nothing than hunger. You just want to
That's
eat,
when you
eat,
realize
eat.
that if
Yeah.
you do not get a very lucrative job to do, something like, I'm not hashing down anyone's job,
Yeah.
but like if you're working like a mason and stuff like that, during the COVID time it was really hard because who is building at that
No
time?
one.
And
Oh,
we
wow.
were all it was like all in lockdown. I remember I was walking on the street, and then I met a man just begging me to just give him at least 5 cedis because
Cedis, wow.
his wife is pregnant
Wow.
and he's got a 2-year-old kid. And I was like, and he doesn't care if he doesn't eat.
Eats,
And I was
yeah.
like,
Just
what
wanted-
exactly are you going to do with 5 cedis?
Mercedes.
It was tough times.
That's
I felt so
heartbreaking.
bad. I'm like,
Tough
things
times.
really got very bad during the COVID. And at that point, I'm very emotional, honestly. I just started
We know.
weeping. Oh yeah, we know. I just
But-
started weeping because.
But seriously, are we still in COVID?
Are we still in COVID? Because I actually heard that there's like another strain. Like I don't know if it has been released or it's in the process. I don't know, but I heard there's another strain.
COVID, new release.
So I don't really know how
This girl
things
is
are
very
going.
nice.
I don't really know how the things are going. But then now we have the vaccine.
Yeah.
But then the rate at which African countries are giving the vaccine is low.
But would we say this vaccine is eliminating the
COVID.
Or like vaccine is in, so COVID ignore what's
But
going
first of
on?
all,
Not necessarily. I think you still have to protect yourself. I think I'm like
I don't really know. It's like some people are doing the whole COVID thing. Some places are not. Sometimes you feel and see. Other places you feel like there's nothing
Going on.
yeah.
In the news, sometimes you do hear all of a sudden it goes quiet, and then it comes back again, and you're hearing like huge, outrageous numbers. I'm like, so we are still in.
but the
COVID.
death rates during this COVID-19 was
Okay, to the
bad.
death rate, I honestly feel like it's not just COVID. You know, when COVID started up, we were talking about people with underlying conditions.
Yeah.
I feel like if you don't really have a serious underlying condition, you could have survived the entire COVID thing.
Yeah.
Basically, Africa, we took it like flu, the influenza.
But still,
Africa, we just take things differently.
but the death rate was really bad.
It
It's
was
like
bad.
every day someone is dying.
Yeah.
At some point, I thought the world was coming to an end.
It's what? Yo!
I thought the
I
world
was
was just
literally
coming to an
scared.
end,
I
and it
was
was not
literally
making
scared.
sense to me.
Bruh, that's when like the spiritual aspect of me just got like from here
Wow.
to like here, and I was
So,
like,
Wow.
during
Thank God for
COVID-19, you
you.
now remember that
Thank
there's,
God. Do you
there's
know,
somebody
for me,
called
do you know how it
God.
was?
very spiritual.
You know how
I
mine was from here to here
Okay, then
during
it had a
COVID.
reverse.
Like, it was a reverse. Yeah, it was
Wow.
terrible for me.
It was a
Like
reverse.
I didn't want to. No, like I don't know why. I said that it was a tough time for me, so I did not bother to pray. I did not bother to do anything spiritual. See, I didn't bother to do anything.
No, that's
I
where
didn't care about anything at
That's
all.
where I noticed that I had more time on my hands, so I could actually just read my Bible, do my devotion, pray, and I like to pray.
So it was
on the
like
go.
an eye opener for you.
Get and
Oh, that's
bruh,
nice.
people be having dreams and all that kind of stuff about this entire thing. Dreams came out, prophecies came out, and I was like, maybe just tap into this and see what happens. And yeah, okay, I did get to like experience a whole bunch of other stuff, and I was like, this COVID did help me spiritually and whatnot, like because I got to have time with my Bible.
Apart from the Bible side, like I was getting inspirations for food anyhow.
Food.
Yeah.
Food.
Like I can be on my bed and
I
it's
love
like
it so much.
two different dishes is in my head. I'm trying to mix this with this and it comes out and I'm
So
like, okay,
gift.
fine, no problem.
You had all this in your mind, didn't
No.
call me.
Call you. Are you my friend? Do I know you? Look at this guy.
So now
brought up the
I said
true
that
friendship.
no, I said that when it comes to food gifts, I would never fight with you. When it comes to food, I'm your whatever you want me to be, I will be. When it comes to
Wow.
food, please
So-
don't.
I-
Yeah.
Like
Who
literally
doesn't?
begging.
Who doesn't?
Wow.
Like,
But
So
next
you're
time
foodie.
next time you have those inspiration. No, now lockdown is done, man. That's
Yeah.
I should call you.
All right.
then you have my number.
Well, I
now.
only got that inspiration during COVID, so it's
So you
gone.
not get it again?
Yes.
Please give me.
Now I
And then
should go
continue.
away.
But it's true, like a lot of weight gaining happened. I did gain the weight, but I
When
gained
there's
a lot.
nothing than eating that you're doing, why won't you gain weight?
No, I was working out. That's the time to. See,
The
COVID
the food was
me.
going to her leg.
No, I'm still a size 39. Nothing changed.
Really?
Nothing changed. But COVID was the kitchen was my baby.
Wow.
Yes, I baked.
All Nations University is a school that equips you for every good work. We have both the business and the engineering campuses. The engineering campus has a variety of courses that you can choose from, as well as the business. We have a lot of business courses. So I urge each and every one of you who is ready to enroll in the university to come join us in All Nations University College, and we will never regret it.
Well, I believe that your dreams can equally be achieved when you come with your parents watching this wherever you are right now. I entreat you to bring your words here and you never regret, because here you are being equipped for every good work.
You bake?
Yes,
Flora,
she
since
does.
when?
She told me she does.
She told you doesn't mean
Yeah.
she does.
That's because
The
she
chemistry.
talks. She talks. When it comes to food,
Like,
she
See
knows
why I am
me.
saying that. Let's go, okay? We are on.
No, yeah, okay.
That's how
Enough about me, all right.
That's
So
how
continue.
COVID got to you.
Nobody's talking about
They open
you,
up
Tosin.
culinary skills
Yeah.
and other things, eh? But I'm sad for like the social life.
Oh
Because-
God.
Okay, I don't like going out, so to say, but like there are certain events I would have loved to attend, like parties and go to see one or two bars and go out
Yeah.
and chill with friends.
Speaking of party, COVID actually made my birthday last year and this year, like, because I'm someone that takes birthday like World Cup. I always want to celebrate my birthday, but last year COVID I was just sitting in my house.
Oh, I
and it's
had
like
boiled egg.
everybody.
Nah,
You had what?
What?
boiled egg.
For what?
COVID
For your
birthday. They
oh,
wrapped it.
the person that gave it to you does
Oh,
not like
I'm
you at
sorry.
all.
I'm sorry
You
you had to
had
experience.
boiled egg.
I'm sorry you had to experience
Your
that.
mom. Oh, sorry.
Wow.
Hi, mama.
Yeah, but it was. I guess that's like it's not. You can't go out to do anything, and we treated COVID like the apocalypse. You send one person out, if they make it, oh fine, if they came home, thank God they're back home.
But then before you come home, please, just your body, wash it outside,
Wow.
wash everything. I saw
wash
a
my
video of a guy that got groceries and all these things. Like each container, each pack, he was
Yes.
washing it with.
Yes.
Like,
Washing
why?
it.
Why is that
washing it?
paranoid?
Yeah, it,
Why
was,
so
it made a lot of
serious?
people paranoid. Like, it
Yeah.
was really bad. Most especially my mom. God, my mom can call me because I'm not with her. She'll call me. Did you go out today? Yes. How are you wearing your face mask? Did you?
Yeah.
I do. Like I've never used hand sanitizer in my life the way I did during
In
COVID-19.
COVID,
Soap. I'm telling you, I bought a lot of cream because my hands kept drying out. Every single place you went, you had to
Wash your hand.
Yeah.
It was really annoying. Like
But I guess
I couldn't take
taught
it.
us how to be hygienic.
Mhm.
Low key would be
Some people have dropped that though.
Okay,
Some
thanks,
people have dropped that though. So I
So
don't think it taught anyone
COVID did
anything.
was just make people
No,
like
let's talk about
conscious.
the prices here in Africa. when something has hit us, lower the prices.
Yeah.
Face mask was 5 cedis.
Most especially-
for
No,
one.
actually, I went
No.
to a pharmacy to get one face mask, and they said 8 cedis.
Why would you buy? Yeah,
into
and then
five.
Like, why?
imagine hand sanitizer that you could buy for like 2 cedis, 3 cedis, and you're buying hand sanitizer for 10
10
cedis,
cedis,
12
wow.
cedis. It was mind blowing. Transportation just went from like this to this,
I
and I'm
mean,
like, really?
why?
Everything.
This is the point where
Eggs
people
went
don't
up.
have
Your
jobs,
eggs went
and
up. The prices of your eggs went up.
They went up.
Really high.
You
So
don't-
did you eat egg
should-
again?
You didn't have to do that. It's like,
No, no,
you
I
didn't
don't have
do
to know that. They give her egg for as a birthday gift, so I think it's special too. No, when they give you
Very
something as a
special.
gift, it's
Wow.
special to you. So
Wow.
I'll buy you a crate of egg.
So,
Okay.
wait.
Fine. The COVID
Once.
is not as
You know
serious. Please accept gifts in cash.
Mm-hmm.
Cash.
But then I think one thing that affected me, I can say, is the lack of social gatherings.
Okay.
Because I'm not someone that goes to party. I don't like noise, actually. I don't go to parties. I don't go to, if I'm doing any parties, I get together with friends. But then my church friends were like family. You understand? So anytime you go to church, when you see people, you're happy, excited, hugging them, everything. But then,
COVID came.
first of all, they said lockdown, so no church service. So we had to be doing online service. Because that thing was boring. Because I always had so much joy waiting for Sunday so that I would see like my friends back
but
and
when it gets to
everything.
Sunday, it's
But
like
then
your
Sunday,
joy,
we're now
you just
online
kill your
service.
joy.
Then when like the churches were open, social distancing. Like, how would you see someone you want to hug the person so much, and then you have to be giving Bluetooth hug and all.
Yes.
Like it was really
No hugging.
terrible.
And those weird handshakes with the elbows.
Yeah,
and the
like, it was
fist
really
bump.
weird.
I'm a hugger. Anybody I see, I just want to hug.
Hug,
the person.
yeah.
And it's like I'm seeing someone, I'm like, hey,
I mean,
You know?
oh,
how you
no.
doing? From afar. And it's like,
Yeah.
you can't just go close.
Yeah.
It was really
it
bad.
But in a way, it's actually be irresponsible of you to know that this is going on, and then you still want to do all those
that.
things that you're not meant to do, like the preventive
Wow.
measures. It's
But-
love, but then
It was still awkward.
really you want to actually fall sick.
It was still awkward.
No, I
it
don't
was
think-
still awkward because that is something you love the way. But because of COVID, you can't do
Had
that.
to try
You just
and
had
adjust
to
to
You
adjust.
just
certain
have to be
things.
there.
Oh, but now, please, COVID has gone down by the grace of God. Thank you. So everything we're observing the measures. I'm
Yeah.
back to
But
hugging
I'm
my
still not going
people.
to hug you.
Gift, I didn't ask you to hug me.
The
I didn't
cold
ask
love
you to
that's
hug me.
going on between
No,
here, social
please,
distancing
Gift.
kind of love.
She neglected me.
No, I did not.
Gift.
Don't make it look that way.
Gift.
I did not.
So when you were having those ideas for food, where was I?
So it was.
Was that in your mind? Yes or
No,
no?
you're not
So
even
you
in my top 10
neglected me.
list.
So Gift,
I
please
did
stay
not-
there. Flora, as we're
You're so
saying,
honest.
yes.
Speaking of
please.
neglect, this boy did not call me. Tosin, do you have my
Kind
number?
of bonding.
Tosin does not have my number.
COVID was
I
a
don't
time for
I
bonding.
don't like that.
You don't like
False
what?
accusation, evidence. None. Let's
Really?
continue. No evidence.
Really?
No
So you're trying to
evidence.
tell me you have my number?
Yes,
So why
please.
didn't you call?
My-
Probably if you had called, I'd have said, okay, Tosin, I'm cooking, come to the house and eat. But you
Oh
didn't.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Can I come for the food now?
No.
You see, and she wants me to be happy. But then
I
that's
know, right?
You
But
can't
then-
come for the food because there's no food to give.
But okay, yeah. Here's the thing about COVID. You don't check up on each other. Everything went dead. Why? Did it affect your phones?
probably.
You're not saying anything.
I think it did. For mine, it did.
Interesting.
That's why I couldn't
People
call you. My
even
phone was
active.
affected.
People-
I had to
Your
take it
phone
to.
was affected
I had to
by
take.
COVID.
Yes, he had to
Tosin,
go on
that excuse
isolation.
does not make sense.
Are you? Wait. Were you there?
I wasn't there.
No,
but
no,
how
no, no,
can
no.
COVID
Were you
affect-
there?
No, Flora, please help me out. How can COVID
Do you know that this
affect
is
your
false
phone?
It affected
accusation.
our technology.
No,
Yes, thank
really.
you.
So it affected.
Thank you.
Ah.
You
It's
see?
just so close.
This is why I said there's a thing here. There's a thing here.
This is physics.
No, this is not physics. It's chemistry.
We don't like chemistry.
I don't like chemistry, so I'll prefer physics.
It is chemistry. There's a thing here. Like
momentum.
it's going on.
COVID momentum.
How can you
Oh,
tell me
God.
COVID affected your phone?
Oh, yeah,
It
let
affected your
let
phone.
bygone. Let the past stay in the past,
But
please.
interestingly,
Let the
do you
past
know
in the
the rate
past.
of teenage pregnancy hiked?
Yeah. Yeah, actually.
Like
What?
it went.
Wait. We are meant to be doing social distancing.
distancing.
So what were you guys
Doing.
doing? Please answer me. What were you guys doing when we're meant to be
Teenagers are
social
busy getting
distancing?
pregnant.
They were-
Another thing that we could talk about that may not be so out there in as much as they say black people can be racist, you understand? But then I still believe that we express some form of racism towards this,
The white
especially Chinese people. Like, for instance, I went to a shopping mall, and then, yeah, we saw Chinese people there. But these are people that have been working in Ghana for a while. They've not traveled out or anything. Then before we know it, a lot of people are now doing like, no, stay away from them, Chinese virus. I really felt kind of bad for them because...
Why? I think why that happened. Yeah, the racism is bad, but it happened because the whole COVID thing started from China.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
origin and
But
stuff. But that
let's-
doesn't give you enough reason to make it a racial
Yeah.
because it's like we kind of blamed them
Yeah.
for how the whole,
Whole
world
world
shut
shut
down.
Yeah.
Someone called it the China virus. So like,
Why?
I get that it happened.
Chinese
It happened
virus.
there.
Right.
But then these people, I'm sure these Chinese workers, they've even been here for a while because like they're
Yeah.
constructing things over here. Then all of a sudden you think that they've contacted it because they are Chinese. Like, is it through genetics that it comes?
I'm
So-
shocked because we've all been here.
So
When-
I
at what
really
point did
felt
they
But
get
bad
COVID,
for
do you know
them.
that COVID affected technology like a lot? There was a lot of traffic. Like when it comes to the network,
Yeah,
the network traffic was
infrastructure
Yeah.
bad.
It
I
was
like-
quite terrible.
Like you can't, you're online, you're trying to do something, and it's like the network is
It's
just
jammed.
there. It's
I
jammed.
actually felt like, apart from that, I felt like the government should have like subsidized the whole data plan, because like they were still they're still expensive even to now,
It's still expensive.
because now they know that we are
Oh,
doing
at some
school
point,
work.
I think they did do.
No, they didn't.
Are you
If they
sure
did
they
for you,
did?
it didn't reach me.
Because
Well,
I
we
didn't
have some
get
sort
that.
of sale-ish thing going on. for
What
Tigo.
sale-ish?
T-
Tigo.
Fine,
We're
okay.
talking about network and you're
Let,
calling Tigo.
let's not bash any. Network is network. Please, let's not bash them over here. Okay,
like-
Tigo did fine, but then I think the other ones they didn't
didn't.
really, because I didn't get any
I didn't get any promotion.
promo or anything.
Really?
Yeah,
And
I
see, and now
didn't.
you now have to be bonding, because now your lecturers are sending you videos on what to do, videos that are
Apart from the
high.
amount of data.
So yeah, it
You know
wasn't
the
really
Microsoft
so good.
Teams consume a lot of data.
Don't talk about
And you just
Zoom.
have to, and Zoom too, and you have to use it for your learning purposes. And it's like you're there, and the next minute
But-
you're seeing your signal going around and it's not
It kept freezing,
connecting.
it kept freezing. I was like, what's going on?
You have to just
You know
check
the
your
problem
data,
about
like
it,
your
you
data
can't
is
now watch
out.
it in the lowest quality because you are trying to see the letters that are writing on the board.
Yeah.
Because if you now watch it in the lowest
Well,
quality
'cause
to
you can't
save
see
data, you will
anything.
not see
The whole thing will
anything.
just be there. It's just like when you're wearing your mask and your glasses and you're breathing through
Oh,
the
I'm so
whole thing.
sorry.
No, I'm not
Lighting up
shaming
glasses.
you.
Okay.
I'm just saying what was
None taken,
happening.
none taken.
Wait,
No offense,
is-
sweetheart.
Wait, guys, is Africa ready to go online? Education online? Are we ready?
Honestly, Africa.
Because like
I don't
I can say
think
that
we
we did a test run. This is good.
Yeah,
We did a test run with
COVID
this
made us
COVID
did a
thing.
test run.
So I think we should
Well-
actually give our views, like our feedback. How do you think it was?
It was terrible, to be
Terrible,
honest.
honestly.
Honestly, it was
very bad.
terrible.
I think
Like,
Africa as a
terrible.
whole, we are not really built for like honestly like when something hits us we have to adapt. We really take our time to adjust to certain things.
Kind of, yeah.
Because I mean when this came I'm not expecting everyone to like okay, oh, there's pull that string, pull this string.
Yeah.
But I was like, what have we put just for
Well-
like certain things that go on? This is life. It's real life thing going
Yeah.
on, yeah. And it seemed like at some point we didn't even know what to do with our schools, whether we should go, whether we shouldn't go. The thing that even annoyed me was when they started with the high school students. I'm
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the batches
we
and
are
all.
like
Like,
adults. We have more ways to keep us. So
ourselves.
why do you let the kids out there and then leave us in the house? Well, then again, they probably thought it was the best.
I don't think it was the best thing because
Because right now, when universities open up, I didn't really hear a lot of news from the universities.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was from
High
high school. Yeah, they
school.
can't. That children
We
are
kept
children.
we kept hearing things.
Yeah.
Like, the school has got this. They have cases here. I was like, whoa, this is not doing as good.
to me, to be very honest, I don't think Africa is ready.
Ew.
And
online
I don't
learning.
know, we Africans, we just depend on the whites
Like
for
the
everything,
outsiders, yeah.
basically.
Okay, wait.
Africa is rich.
Oh, definitely.
It is.
We don't
But it's like
Definitely,
we are not seeing it. And to be very honest, I thought this whole COVID thing would have been like an eye opener for us. But it's still just
Okay, I
like
would not say
that.
we're not seeing it. Okay, yeah, I get that. There's that perspective that we're not seeing it. I don't even really agree with that. I'll more or less, I must say like the government. Because the truth is that a lot of people are trying to like put out things, products, trying
But
to
we
like
don't really have
use
the
the
support
technology
from
and
the
all, but then the
government,
government, things I've heard about some governments banning like some Bitcoin and like it was,
But
this
how
was the
will you
period where
how
people
will,
were,
this is like why will you ban Bitcoin? It's a trading site. Like,
Like,
this is what you need.
a lot
to
of
make
startups
money.
were coming up. A lot of startups were coming up. A lot of fintechs were coming up from Africa. Look at it now. Paystack. Paystack was bought by I forgot the name of this company. Stripe. Paystack was bought by Stripe.
Stripe.
Yeah. Look at an African
That's
company
true,
founded in
because
Nigeria.
I personally had to even go through this. I started podcasting during the COVID,
yeah.
and I thought, okay, you can monetize your
Yeah.
stuff. I've been on podcast for 1 year. I've got over 1.7K plays.
Yes.
I've got over 13
Wow.
countries.
Yeah,
listening,
yeah.
But you can't make money
Money
out
out
of
of
them
it.
because most of their accounts are from outside.
Outside.
I don't have any link with that. Now, if you look at things like this, COVID, Africa, COVID, the network thing, it wasn't really working for us.
It wasn't
It
working out.
So there was no
a lot
connection.
of people went into YouTube during this COVID-19.
Was it helping us? I was listening to one YouTuber talk about how in Africa she really struggled to even make it because she may have like a lot of viewers,
Yeah.
but still
Yeah.
the money wasn't coming in
Mm.
as
Coming
it
out.
should
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
All because we're in Africa.
Africa.
What's Africa doing for yourself? If a pandemic is to strike again, God forbid, what are we going to do for ourselves? No, let's think about already in Africa we have a very high rate of youth unemployment.
Yeah.
During
Yeah.
COVID, the time where I saw like
And a lot of people were dropped from
Oh
that
my
work.
Yeah, a lot of
Yes.
people were dropped from
Out
work
of-
during the COVID.
Yo.
Like, you were dropping people for no reason
Yeah.
because of COVID.
and you're not fit, you're not like this, you're not qualified, you're not this. And I'm like, okay, fine. It all boils down to the university. If you're in school, you're given us, you're feeding us the right knowledge, of right skill and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
This online thing shouldn't have even been a problem
Problem.
for us because okay, fine. I put this textbook online. You guys can pick it up and then go for it. But no, we're all sitting at home.
Just reminded me, like a lot.
Okay.
We really need to teach. See, we're in the digital age. We need people that are tech savvy.
It is a
We need
21st
see. First of
century,
all, we need to
for crying out loud.
Students. A lot of them, when it comes to tech, sorry to say, they're illiterate. Lecturers themselves, they are not trained properly.
Yeah.
So you see, okay, fine. We move to Zoom and Teams for our communication and all.
Yeah, for
First of
learning.
all, when you come to class, and the lecturer is using like over 30 minutes trying to connect or something. So now,
Yeah.
more time. Fine, we will have the class. Some lecturers were actually now even typing. I don't know, how do you communicate effectively by typing
And
with
the
your
most annoying
students?
part was you are sending voice
But,
notes.
10-minute voice
Like,
notes.
10 minutes
Why
voice
would I read
note.
that? Why did I listen
Why?
to that?
That's the thing. Why should I sit down and listen to 10 minutes voice notes?
It's too long.
Like, I will not even download it. That's the first thing. I see it, I won't download it. Why am I downloading 10
No,
minutes
it was-
That's what I'm
voice
saying,
note?
Hmm.
Like, it
when
wasn't
came to
nice.
Network infrastructure and the web and all that kind of stuff. COVID really didn't benefit. Like
Right.
Africans didn't benefit
Fit
from
that.
it.
Yeah.
We're not
It was-
prepared.
The government
At
should have
all.
like put certain things in place. I hear some schools were giving out free data services. And
Yeah.
stuff. And even with that, it wasn't really the good
Good
networks
thing.
that were
Network,
going.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
were having problems and issues, and I was like, what is Africa doing?
Doing.
It's not like we don't have the brains for it. We just don't have the
We
resources.
see
for it.
that's the
Yeah,
thing. You see
that's
now
the thing.
we are blessed. As I said, we have all the resources and everything. We have the brains. Look at it now. Who are the people excelling so much over there?
The
Africans. Outside there, we are excelling so much. But then when we come back home, like things just fall. Why? It just falls. Look at
See,
it
the
now.
whole thing is, if Africa has to develop, it boils down to every one of us. We have to contribute to society. But it's like everybody's just reluctant and nobody wants to do that.
I would definitely not say that. I would definitely not say that.
Really? People
No.
here
A
at
lot
this
of
point.
people are actually coming out. Now look at this. See now, the thing is that once you have people in power and those people are suppressing you, there is no way that you can move forward. No matter how much you try, see, you can try and put in all the money that you have, all the resources that you have,
Yeah,
everything you can put
everything,
it
yeah,
in.
true.
But then the moment the people at the top
As a
are
person,
selfish, are corrupt, then they will
That's what I'm
suppress
saying.
you.
Would we say COVID opened the eyes of the people at the top, or they saw everything and are being very
See, they saw
ignorant.
No,
everything.
it didn't. They saw everything.
everything.
Do you know the funny part of all? COVID actually even gave them the platform to even steal them more and become corrupt every
Bravo.
single day of their life. And it was really bad.
That's
like,
the biggest challenge in
it was
Africa.
really bad. It was really bad.
Once you can
COVID did
deal
not
with
open their
corruption a
eyes
bit,
Yeah.
at all. It
Okay, so
didn't.
here's the thing. How are we recovering as Africa from this entire pandemic?
I don't know as Africa.
I
I
don't
cannot
know
say
as
for as
Africa
Africa.
as a
We
whole.
really did well with this.
We
whole
did,
COVID.
well, yeah, because we didn't. Our spike wasn't as high as,
As
like
those of
other
outside,
countries.
yeah.
Yeah, but then we still. But then I think they are recovering better than we are. People outside.
Because
foreigners.
they have better health.
Yeah, they have
facilities.
better health facilities. They have better government. At least not.
Would you
They may not
say-
be as perfect.
I feel like maybe it doesn't necessarily need to be your better health facilities as such.
Okay.
But if you do take up yourself, I mean, you listen to the COVID awareness stuff.
Yeah.
You eat well, you have your vitamins, you do this, you do that. African foods are kind of rich in all this kind of stuff.
Yes.
Put the KFC aside, like the junk
Please,
food.
you can add
Put
it,
the
please.
junk food
No,
aside.
put it
Add it,
aside.
add it,
Say
add
the
it.
truth.
Local, yeah.
Please, you
Eating
can
our
have
local
have a
African
balance.
diets.
Find a balance in this life. You need to find a balance. You see, you want to eat healthy
No,
at the
if you
same
want to
time. You
have
can eat
vitamins, it's not
KFC.
in
Don't let
junk
anyone
food
tell you.
or
See,
burgers.
please don't let anyone see. We can't keep on doing this thing. You're making people suffer. A lot of
see,
people want to enjoy. People want to
to
enjoy
see
in
a
this life.
foodie,
No. See, it's not about being a
See,
foodie. Wait,
this
wait,
is why we are
wait.
always having
What
issues.
vitamins
No,
do
Food
you
is
wait.
always
You
making
see,
us
you see,
quarrel.
now you
Yeah,
see, there's
foodie.
something that I like. See, when those days when I used to work out, you understand? When I was when I
Toasting.
don't send
Listen to
those days when I used to work out, you understand now there's a plan that you
Okay.
follow. It's not, they tell you to go on a strict diet, fine, but then at least once a week you should have a cheat day.
Okay.
So you're not necessarily killing yourself. But then with what you were saying, wait, sorry, I just wanted for when we were saying I should put the junk food aside, please you cannot put it aside. But what we were saying, you say if you try and eat healthy, vitamins and all.
Yeah.
Do you know a large population of Africa that are poor? They cannot actually afford to eat 3 square meals a day.
But you know, Africa mostly is more of a agriculture
Yeah.
farming thing, like a farming community. You can go cassava.
It's not all that easy. Why are
yeah,
people,
but
no,
the
no,
farming
why
is
are
not
people
that
still
easy.
dying of hunger? If Africa is blessed with so much agriculture and green land and everything, fine, but why are people still dying with hunger?
Okay, well,
That's
you
the
have-
thing.
You have a point there, though.
So see, I mean, I'll still keep on saying this. No matter what, yes, we have a part to play in this, fine. But then the government has more role
parts.
to
Yeah,
play.
like I don't know. To be very frank, sometimes I feel like I should just bring all of them out and lash them one after the
Only if we
other.
could. Only if we
That's
could.
the thing. Only if we could, because these people are not helping.
Don't
We
really.
voted you in. We placed you there for you to
you
help us,
to
but
help us out.
you are not doing anything.
It's
And I feel like the COVID actually opened a lot of people's eyes that were like blinded by like tribalism or so, that
Yeah.
okay, let me put this person, let me put that person in. So the COVID opened their eyes to see that these people are not really doing what they're meant to be doing. Yes, we had nepotism blinding our eyes or this thing, but then now I think now that we're suffering, we're able to see that yes, these people are not working. That this COVID really opened their eyes to see all these things. So even talking about the online exams, there's something that, yeah, like the malpractice rate
It was
actually
high.
high. No. See, coupled with there's one fact that, like, as I said, they were not so literate when it comes. They're not so literate when it comes to like technology and all. So what, like in Teams, there's a place where you can submit your assignment. Okay, first of all, the lecturer is meant to put in the assignments in the assignments category, not in the main chat
yeah,
box.
in the
So
main
like
chat.
when you now post in the main chat box, there's no way for people to now send in their exams so that other people would not see it.
Yeah.
So now they now have to send it in the chat box. So now when one person sends, they're able to
Someone
click
copy
on it
it,
and then
yeah,
copy
it.
every.
The thing is, when you copy it, they will not edit it.
Yeah.
Just paste it.
Paste it
Oh, it
there.
was bad.
So you see, we were not really prepared, and also even maybe let's say even maybe some schools took like online, maybe they gave it time, but people could just have a reference book by the side actually. So they didn't really look into the invigilating, online invigilating, and all.
At
So
all.
I think that if we are going to go into online learning,
We need to put
we need to
these
put
things
all
more,
these
yeah,
things
we
to
need to put
And then
all
be
this
place.
strict about the time,
consideration.
because if like maybe you have a strict timetable where you have supposed to have like 3 courses in a day,
Yes.
maybe your lecture should run 1
Hour.
hour and then break and then another hour. You can't have me sitting there for 6 hours.
Hours.
God, no.
They should time it like the program is so that
It's
when
you.
it's up,
Someone like me that
that's all.
doesn't like school. to be very frank, it will be there, but I'm not there.
No, but like it was running, and then I looked at the time. I'm like, wait, the class is supposed to end at 3. Why is it still
running.
So I guess that we need to be more.
Yeah,
serious
so I
about
think
it.
if we want to go, because now I think there are some schools that are doing hybrid, so there's the
Online.
face-to-face
Online.
and then the online.
Online,
So
okay.
I believe that if we want to really go far with this online learning, we need to put in more structures. It's okay for us to look at how other people are doing theirs, how they've done it, and
And learn
implement
from
it.
them,
in ours.
yeah.
So I think, but I believe that online is the future. You see, because you have the ability to study
And where?
one place and then receive a degree from
Another
country.
Yeah.
Like maybe it could be a school of your choice, but then you couldn't just afford to accommodation and all those things, travel. So you could be
Sure.
doing, and it's actually way cheaper.
Sure.
Online
Yeah,
exams
yeah, it's actually cheaper.
learning is way cheaper. So you have the ability to get your degree at the same time work or take care of your family,
Yeah.
and everyone is
good to
getting
go.
something.
Oh well.
So I think Africa, we need to dive
Work
into this
on it.
online learning. Well,
It will help us a great time.
yeah.
So you can be moving and learning. Like you're driving, you're learning.
Well, please don't go and get accidents.
Please don't drive and learn.
Okay, so thank you guys for listening. This was Let's Talk About It, where we talk about anything and everything. I do hope that you enjoyed, like I really enjoyed myself.
I
So
did.
I do hope that you guys enjoyed yourself. And this is why we're here from All Nations University. We actually won the Best Private University 2021. And then second time in a row, we're winning the Best Engineering School.
Yeah. And it was awarded by PUSAC, which is the Private University Student Association of Ghana.
Guys, please, guys, give it up
Like,
for
it's,
All Nations.
it's amazing.
So-
And we won the HRM focus of the business school in 2019-2020. It was amazing.
So guys, if you have people that are interested in business, in human resource, in oil and gas, computer science, computer engineering, biomed, nursing, All Nations is the place for you. One of the best private universities in Ghana.
And
Thank
one thing you should know, All Nations University is the only private university offering oil and gas. Like, it's amazing.
Guys, just think
So-
about it.
Telling you.
It's like an
And we are
opportunity
equipped
to let
for
go.
Every good work. That's the say. Okay, let me just give you guys a bit of a teaser. Everyone that's graduated from All Nations University, majority of our people outside in the workplace are one of the best. We can testify. If you want to clarify that, just come down to All Nations and then we'll give you the stats. Thank you so much.
Have a nice day. See you next time.